Have you ever felt like you want more out of your career because you know that you have the ability to do more? You may be feeling dissatisfied at work, bored, or maybe even restless in your current job. It could be the fact that your current job knowledge and experience have outpaced your current role and you're ready for more responsibility. And if you're feeling this way, I want to offer help by sharing a few tips on how to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself to lead well, so that you can transition into whatever role is right for you. So if you're interested in this video, keep watching. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, the best place for new and emerging leaders who want help navigating challenges in the workplace. I'm Jaboria Scott, a leadership coach and consultant. Today's episode is about how to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself to lead well, which is the companion video to my episode on how to reinvent yourself and become a phenomenal leader. So if you haven't seen that video, be sure to take a look at it after you're done watching this episode. As I mentioned in my previous video, the desire to reinvent yourself in terms of your job or your career is something that happens to many people at different stages of life. And no matter what the reason is for wanting a change in your career, a good way to get to that next level is to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself so that you can lead well. Making small changes in the things that you can help transform you into the phenomenal leader or excellent working professional that you were meant to be. The key for how to reinvent yourself and become a phenomenal leader is to rebrand yourself. I'm not saying that you should deny who you are trying to be someone else. Remember that no one is as good at being you as you are. Here's what I'm saying. The version of ourselves that we were 5 years ago is different from who we are today. For one thing, we've grown older, and hopefully we've learned things that we didn't know before. You may have had new experiences that you didn't even have in the past. These subtle differences and new experiences have caused changes in your thought processes and in your perspective over the years, resulting in a subtly evolved, newer version of you. And because we have the capacity to evolve, learn, and grow into more advanced and improved versions of ourselves, the first step for how to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself to lead well is to take ownership of your life. You have the power to take action toward achieving the goal of landing the job of your dreams. You can think of it as a personal rebranding. Use 4 simple steps that you can take to rebrand yourself, to reinvent yourself, and become the best version of who you are in order to lead well. Before we get into this video, I want to say that the reason why I wanted to create this video is because when you're in a job that you don't like, you can sometimes feel stuck in your life. And because it's important for you to love what you do, when you spend so much time of your life at work, I want to share a few tips that I hope that can help you out. So if you can relate to this, let me know in the comments below. Tip number 1, for how to reinvent yourself and become the best possible version of yourself in order to lead well, start with the end in mind, like Stephen Covey suggests in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Start by thinking about what a person who has the job you desire and has the things that you want to accomplish would actually do. What kinds of daily habits would that person have? What is the mindset and the attitude towards success that that person embodies? What kind of decisions and choices do they make? What kinds of actions do they take? There are specific actions that successful people take to achieve their goals, and this is undeniable. They start doing the small things that they can to change the things that they don't like. For example, if you want to move to a new city, you'd probably start researching the pros and cons of living in that city as it relates to things like crime statistics, cost of living, and employment options. Or if you want to change jobs, you may think about practicing your interviewing skills. If you want to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself to lead well, the takeaway for this first tip is to start with the end in mind. Think about the end goal and the small action steps that will take to get you there. Build on that, and your life will begin to change. Give this video a like if this is hitting home for you and you're excited to dig into it so we can reach more people in the algorithm. Tip number 2 for how to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself to lead well is to change your outlook. Changing your outlook starts with trying new things that can open you up to new opportunities. This has the added bonus of helping you to explore the world around you. Take an optimistic, positive approach to people, things, and situations. Remain open to trying new things, and new possibilities will open to you. For example, you may join a social club or an industry-specific support group, and you might end up meeting the person who will tell you about your next employment opportunity. Some opportunities will work out and others won't, but exploration causes us to expand our outlook and build the habit of having a growth mindset. Tip number 3 for how to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself to lead well is to upskill your learning by learning something new. Upskilling yourself allows you to build on your core knowledge and introduce information that will support you as you take action. You want to take action to achieving your end goal. To start, become intentional about enhancing your personal and professional development. In a Harvard Business Review article called "What Your Future Employees Want Most," contributor Tim Minahan references a study that found the following true. 82% employees and 62% HR directors believe that workers will need to hone their current skills or acquire new ones at least once a year in order to maintain competitive advantage in a global job market. There's a popular saying that leaders are readers. I like to take it a step further and say that effective leaders are readers and intentional learners. It doesn't really matter if you don't like to read. You can work on developing the learning habit by listening to audiobooks or reading short articles, and there are many other options to expand your mind. Motivational speaker Jim Rohn said that when it comes to achieving success, you've got to be better than a good worker. You've got to be a good reader. Tip number 4 for how to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself to lead well is to do something different. Here's what I'll say about doing something different. If you're a person who's waiting for life to happen to you, waiting for a promotion to come to you, or waiting for the new career path to magically unfold before you, it's not going to happen unless you take action. And you have to take action to change what hasn't been working for you so far. If what you've been doing hasn't worked for you, maybe it's time to try something new, even if it's scary. Start simply by doing the exact opposite of the thing that didn't work for you in the past. And I don't want to underestimate or undervalue the level of courage this will take, because in many cases, doing something different will require you to let go of fear to find your courage. This can be especially useful if you find that you don't have all of the resources that you need to make the change. A Smarter Living article found in the Best Life blog called 30 Life-Changing Inventions That Were Totally Accidental, written by Morgan Greenwald, describes how chocolate chip cookies were invented by accident. In 1930, co-owner of Toll House Inn, Ruth Graves Wakefield, was making chocolate chip cookies for her guests when she discovered that she didn't have the baker's chocolate that she needed as a main ingredient for her recipe. She decided to add chopped pieces of Nestle semi-sweet chocolate to the batter instead. And today, chocolate chip cookies are a household staple. Wakefield wasn't afraid to do something different, and she created something wonderful. I know that it can be challenging, but dare to do something different in order to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself to lead well. Now, because I know firsthand that it can be difficult deciding where to start when you want to take the next logical step in your career, I created an ebook called How to Get Promoted Fast. My book removes all of the guesswork so that you know exactly what to do and where to start in maximizing your potential and crafting the career of your dreams. The link is in the description box below, along with a few other resources that I've provided there for you. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing that you would suggest for how to reinvent yourself and become the best version of yourself to lead well? Type it in the comments below. Also, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about how to increase your management potential, subscribe and click the notification bell, because in my companion video, I talk about how to reinvent yourself and become a phenomenal leader by doing 3 simple things. Don't forget to come say hi over on Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. I'd love to see you there. As always, have a great week. Remember to be kind to yourself, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great week. Bye.